Talk
Go ahead.
about the politics of boxing and why fights don't get made today as it relates to promoters, advisors, fighters, and networks.
It's a combination of everything. It's a combination of everything. But just to answer your question, just round the gate, then I'll give you some context. The fighter. It all boils down to the fighter. Understand this, like you in a relationship with your promoter, like it's a partnership with your promoter. And your promoter might have a different outlook. Mm-hmm. You might have a different outlook, and you guys got to come together and talk about that. And if it's something that you want to really do, and you want that to be a part of your career, and you want to make this fight because it's all about legacy, and that's what you believe in, then you'll make the fight happen. Regardless, they have to make the fight happen. You know what I mean? So they working for you. You working together, and they also working for you at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, the promoter also has an obligation to the network. And see, and that's where things get a bit difficult. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you had the Zone on and you had Showtime on. You had to split network for this past weekend is because you had, Garcia, who's affiliated with the Zone, and you have Gervonta that's affiliated with Showtime. And that can make things very difficult. Now, this was a home run, just like commercial grade, like it was no joke. Mm-hmm. Like this was a home run. Last weekend was a home run, dude. And everybody eats. Right. Everybody can eat off of this because a lot of money was generated. So promoters now, and this goes way back even when the Manny Pacquiao days. I wasn't gonna get on Manny fight unless I was with Top. That's the reason why I signed with Top Rank and I left my promoters because I knew I had to get myself in position to fight a Manny Pacquiao fight. So this ain't nothing new. This has been going on way back in the days. And I remember back in the days they used to make fights happen, but it was a lot different and the money was a lot less, I would say. But, everybody evolves. But each promoter, they want to have their own business because they're able to control everything. Understand that. Okay? Mm-hmm. They're able to control everything. They're able to pay fighter A, fighter B. They're able to pay fighter, the undercard, so on and so forth. They're able to balance the books the way that they see fit. Now when you're working with another promoter, yes, you can do 50-50, such and such, whatever. But if the show tanks, ain't nobody winning. Right. Ain't nobody in the business to lose money. Right. Everybody's in the business to make money at the end of the day.
Leonard Errol be talking about that all the time.
Yeah.
He talk about that all the time, yeah.
Yeah. So like some fights may take a longer to materialize, and we hate it as fans, and sometimes I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been waiting on Spence and Crawford for the longest, for a few years now, 3 years now. And the fight hadn't materialized, and it was all kind of excuses going back and forth between the two sides. But I think that fights don't get made because of all three things I just said. The networks, bro. You're in the network. Think about this. You have a business partner, right? Or you have a partner with a business, right? And now you're gonna take your business somewhere else, bro. That's difficult, man. That's tough. That's tough to do. So, that's the problem right now with boxing, is that you have the promoters, different promoters. You have different entities. You have different fighters. They have different directions, different visions. As a company. And sometimes, just like last week, they can come together and they can, put on a great show, a big show like they did, and everybody will be happy and make tons of
money. So basically, do certain fighters, I'm not going to say any names, but from your experience, do certain fighters hide behind their promoters and advisors in order to keep fights from happening? Let's say you have a situation where a promotional company is willing to, okay, I'm willing to work with this promotional company to make this fight. Do certain fighters, from your experience, hide behind their promoters or hide behind their advisors in order to make an excuse why the fight shouldn't be made?
Well, they can. They absolutely can. Okay. Again, it's your advisor is going to tell you, hey, let's not make that fight, man. Let's go a different route. Although you might feel like, hey, man, this is a fight that I want this fight. And it's like, hey, bro, like, let's go a different route. Let's go this route because of this and this and this. And then you find yourself agreeing with them, because you don't want to ruffle any feathers. So Yes, that can happen. And then you get some fighters that like I'll use Fulton as an example. I'll use Wilder as an example. That they say, hey, this is the fight I want. I don't care. Make this fight, man. We're gonna make this fight. It don't matter. And then they make it happen. They really, really, really want the fight, and then it happens. So you get Inoue and you get Fulton fighting. You get Garcia, you get Tank fighting. We get the fights that we want to see. So if you're gonna put pressure on somebody, I would say put pressure on the fighters, guys. And that's what I do. And I put the pressure on the fighters. So like a lot of the stuff that I say that, yeah, they say he's talking out the side of his neck. I'm putting pressure on these guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here and I'm putting pressure on these guys at the end of the day. Because let me just talk about Spence real quick. I know I read one of your comments said, don't let Tim talk about Spence. I have nothing against Spence, man. I'm letting you know. I no ill feeling towards Spence. I think he's a tremendous fighter. That's why he's in my top pound for pound. He's no joke. But this is the thing. You first said Crawford didn't have a belt. He got a belt. Then he's affiliated with Top Rank. He's on the other side of the street. Okay. Crawford leaves, becomes a free agent. You win the 3 belts. You told us that you wanted to win the 3 belts. And then you'll fight Crawford. Crawford's a free agent, and we still haven't got the Spence-Crawford fight. And I'm hearing through the grapevine that the fight's going to happen this year. I don't believe it because I just don't believe it. And once they step foot in the ring and it happens, then I believe it. But if it happens, it's great. It's been long overdue. This is the fight. This is the fight that everybody wants to see, and I think it'll do astronomical numbers as well. The business is great for everybody at the end of the day. So when I'm saying somebody is running, stop sprinting, stop getting away, stop running. I'm putting a fire. That's what I'm doing. I'm starting a fire. It has nothing at all because I don't like Spence or this. No, I'm putting a fire under their behind because now what's the excuse? There isn't any more excuses. There shouldn't be any more excuses. Crawford is a free agent. Let's be fair and then go negotiations. And let's work it out. Just like these two did. Let's work it out and let's make it happen. Let's give the sport fans what they deserve, what they rightfully deserve. And it'd be great for both these guys' legacy. Both of them. Crawford and Spence need each other. They do.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.